Alright, welcome back to I'm a Noble on Brink and Ruin, so I tried Mastering Magic. Anime Review, episode number 5. We're here reviewing episodes 9 and 10 for the series. 9 is Liam tries talking to a girl. 10 is Liam tries creating and playing in the ocean. So basically, Liam learns a little more magic here. We also get a chance to see the Dragon Fiend. Dragon. Apparently, they switch of appearances, where they switch from the dragon to a little girl, presumably. Also, we have a bunch of developments for the course of this episode. We have where Liam's country has developed currency, and this is Scarlet, and having Aisha and Jody basically pass off, basically have it praised, and yeah, it's genuine. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, there's also from the Principality Pila, where a man named X Blast shows up. I would think a name like that basically is that would be suspicious of a name. Sounds like a bad person. We uses this. Apparently, this noble woman named Flora, which, yes, and then of course this explosion has happened, but look how Liam blocks it, and he saves everybody, and X-Blast disappears. Do not know what happened to him. Of course, people still want the area because they want to get rid of the monsters. So, and of course Scarlet is there. She does not heard of the name, but she does know X-Blast, that he's the head of Covert Operations for the Principality. But in the case of the girl, you never heard the name, but he does recognize the girl. Apparently, she's a secret child of the Grand Duke. Interesting. And she's identified by a mole on her chest. And what happens to the soldiers? Don't know, because I highly doubt they have anything to do with this. He's not going to harm them, per se. He's probably have basic X-Blast on a most wanted list. There's more stuff with Scarlet here. There's mentioned basically his upcoming wedding with Scarlet, which of course they don't really mention that very much at all here. But yeah, these two are engaged, but they get married within a year. So, trying to think what else here. So, then next episode where basically they talk about water in the case of episode 10. So, and this one goes really for this. It's been a bit since this has happened. Where, okay, so they create, because they explain apparently there's no ocean, apparently, because during the War of Three Dragons. By the way, also, this is some interesting. Alva returns, always mentioned, you don't really see him per se, but Bruno returns. Yep, apparently he's taken over as the head of the family, due to the fact that his brother basically is an idiot. And, well, basically is working with him. And this comes into play later on when Scarlet's mother's home country suffers a drought. And Liam makes a proposal to the king via Scarlet to assist basically with this. The king says no. So basically Liam goes to his brother and arranges basically the water transfer that way. Meanwhile, though, he creates basically this water from the ocean, which apparently lost access to it for some reason because this large landmass out of nowhere. Where the heck this thing came from, they don't really know. So, then of course, it's ooh, can we go swimming? So then of course they take away Scarlet, and then all the girls come back in swimsuits. Every single female character. Everybody, including Chris. So we see her the outfit she's wearing since her debut. We see her in bikinis. Scarlet's embarrassed, but everybody looks in shape. I love all these swimsuits basically wearing. And Liam is banned for playing volleyball because he's too powerful. He basically would cause everybody to lose quickly. So, and of course he sees basically Rodan, or he's taking from a little girl wearing a school swimsuit, mind you, this time. Yes. So, I love the whole, basically, the thing of how we have sort of even though it's not technically a beach app, even though They're not at the beach, but they are swimming in salt water, so I'm calling a beach episode. And I'm so happy that this happened. Like, this doesn't happen very often in anime. Like, not like I love these episodes. Like, the first known one I've ever saw was actually Bleach. Yes, Bleach was the first one that I've seen do this, where they had actual beach episode. A very famous one, and one of my first favorite episodes of the series. One Piece has depicted the character swimsuits in filler episodes. My Hero actually did have the beach episode as a filler. Though it mostly had Ochaku and Froppy and like a couple other characters in some suits. You're probably thinking, did Farm Life in the World, did that have a beach episode? Surprisingly, no. It never had one. Okay. What about the Demon Sword Master Scab Recovery? I think that one did have one, if I'm not mistaken. I know that Summer Crisis Slime did, but also was a filler. I'm trying to think, it's on my head. No, Cornerstone never had one. I know Rise here never had one. Isekai Quartet, that definitely did have one. Let's see. I would say possibly, maybe, no, not Headhunter. I never had one. No, I'm looking at basically the ones I've watched here. Let's see. Let's see here. Yes, no more smartphone. They had one. Let's see here. Anything else here? You're a Dark Elf, that actually recently just had one. Walking the Train myself, that definitely did have one. I've been killing something in years, maxed out. Yep, they had one. Chilling the World of Cheapers, I think this did have one. Yes. Drugstore, not technically a beach episode, we did have characters in some suits, but I'm kind of counted. Day of Middle on Supper, yes, that one did. Dragon Ball, I don't think that one ever had one. No. Case Closed, flashback, but it kind of did have one. Spax Family, no. Texara did, I think it did. Aris Gramo, no, they never did have one. The ones I've seen here. First Girl Was a Gal, yes. Girl for Girlfriend, yes. Don't Know It's Not Girl, I believe that one did. Chainsaw Man, no. Dawn to Dawn, no. 100 Girlfriends, yes. One Punch Man, nope. Let's see. Miss Kabash Jetman, yep. The Great Outfitted, no. Del Fox and Uncle Son, no. Blue Exorcist, yes, this one did. Walker's Given Kind, I think this one did have one, I'm mistaken. Yes, I think it did. My Chef Magic Muscles, no. Jujutsu Kaisen, surprisingly, no. I know Death Note, I think someone has, but I haven't seen it in the. It may have one in the original one, but I don't think it had it in Crystal. Chain Soldier, surprisingly, no. Testos Devil, yes, it did. Why is the Memories World? They didn't have time to do that one. The Aztec War, yes. Shilleville Knight, no. Why is the Memories World? Like I said, I don't have time. Vacation Princess, nope. They did kind of have one in the show. What was the name of the show? It was I'm Evil Lawyer in Gotham Empire. That one did, except they had ugly swimsuits. They basically were like full bodysuits for some weird reason. I agree with basically the main character of that show, who also has been named Liam for some reason. Yeah, just by sheer coincidence. Yeah, I agree with him. Put on freaking bikinis! Wait, he's afraid of basically sunblock. Yes, we do have a version of sunblock in this episode where I think it's a Jodie applying it to. Not Scarlet, it's one of the other girls. I think, yeah, but I love the whole beach aspect here, but It's something I always love seeing per se in the show. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. I always love seeing that. You're thinking, well, Parallel Pharmacy. That one kind of did have each episode. Mm-hmm. It did. Death March. I don't think so. Definitely not how not the Seven Demon Lord. My Isekai Life, there was no way possible. Do you love your mom or two multi-attacks? I think this one did. Yes. Mm-hmm. Fairwind did it because they didn't have concept, basically, swimsuits. Attack on Titan, there was no way possible. They did go to the beach, yes, but no one in swimsuits. Black Clover, yes. Legendary Dead, no. Seven Deadly Sins, no. Yashi and Prince Half Demon, I don't think I had time to do that. Let's see. Our Team and Slamala Upright, no. Goblin Slayer, not that I can think of, no. From One Country My Swordsman, no. I made a Goblin Slayer with Solo Boss Clock on Time. Yes, this one did. Is Mercury's Dungeon in OVA. Monster Doctor, no. Apothecary Diaries can't have this basically in China. The Hidden Dungeon Like an Enter, yes, this one had it. Lots of fan service. This one. Let's see. I think that was it I could think of, basically. Hunter x Hunter, no. It's mostly a guys-based series. It's like some recurring characters, but no main female characters in that one, surprisingly. Hellsing, heck no, this will never have one. There's no time to. It's very much OVA stuff. So, yeah. I mean, I love all the swimsuits they have for all the girls. I like the fact that Scarlet wore a red bikini because her outfit's always red. I think Astrid wore green. Jodie wore black. I think Jodie and Chris were black. No, we did not see Guy in a Speedo. That would have been something that would be really embarrassing. But I'm sure probably, we see Liam in a swimsuit, which it's a normal looking swimsuit. It's a black plain swimsuit. Dude, if I were you, I would basically stylize that to make it a lot more fashionable. I love the fact all the elves got a chance basically to wear swimsuits, which, heck, even the girl he just met previous episode, even she got sort of a swimsuit, which she has like a jean shorts, but I thought that was a really fun scene. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the episode ends with Liam being confined to a mansion. Well, apparently they're preparing for the princess's wedding, probably his marriage to Scarlet. And he sends basically an illusion of him as Amelia, and Isle he's a fan of, to go to Ajad so he can teleport there, presumably. But overall, really good 2 episodes. And I have 2 more to go. And then I'll be done. And then also watching my new anime, which one of them is, like I said, last one. Which finally my F finally added it. Finally. Not sure why it took until basically the season was finished to finally do it. I don't know, but I'm happy they did it. Yep. So yeah, that's basically a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. Next up we have is a Comic Corner, and it's back to this series due to the last 2 episodes for the season. Okay, next video. Bye.